Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They go play action here on first down. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So they get the completion, that's good, but Charles, probably not good to get hit on the first play of the game.
No coaching staff ever wants their quarterback hit on any passing play, especially to start the game. What you're hoping is you have one of those tough guys back there that sometimes when they get hit early, gets the juices flowing, and they get right into the game.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. This defense for the Steelers, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. That's complete into the hands of Myers. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this Cowboy defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
Now it's Fields. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. With that catch, he's now 18 away from 1,000, so he's at 982, and that's how many Randy Moss had, 2018 Hall of Famer.
And similar to the recent Hall of Famer, we argue about which catches were the most memorable, because so many of them were. 982 and counting.
And it's incomplete. They could not convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. The Cowboys at 0-5, just a dismal start to the year. And they come in pretty desperate here for a win.
And think about this too, partner. We have not heard the dreaded vote of confidence yet from management. So when a team's 0-5, everyone starts wondering about their jobs. Will they still have one? As coaches on down, they've got to find a way to throw that out of their minds and band together and play better football. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Young. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. Trying to set up a screen for Blue. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here we go. Here we go. Check up. 70 tips. Check up.
They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Out of the gun now on third down. He'll try and do this himself. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its fourth. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Steelers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking on the midfield logo. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Ready up. Come on. Set. Hawk 70. Ready.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Cowboy 80.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they decline the hold, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that. But only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Cam Little to kick off.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cut that team, cut that team.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hill. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Here we go, set.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go. Vikings, go.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Back to throw. Jennings. Open man is Myers.
Jennings pass. Complete to Jacoby Myers. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. And now they'll shift things around. Here's a 2nd and 7. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jennings. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Pittsburgh.
They'll give up the middle to Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jennings. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So that really an almost perfect drive as they chew up some clock and wind up scoring late in this first half.
And remember, they've got a chance to double dip here because they're going to get the ball first to start the third quarter. So they potentially could go up 2 scores before the other guys get a chance to do anything.
Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
Point conversion.
72.
A final shot before break. Jennings. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
Score, Steelers 6. Cowboys 3. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Cam Little to kick off.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They go to Johnson again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jennings. And that's going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. They're only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
It's a gain of 3.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Up the middle, Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jennings. And he will have a first down here before he gets banged down to the turf pretty hard.
7-yard gain.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 55 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Hill going to go in motion right. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see
that went out wide and intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
On play action, they'll throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
At the 60, at the 60.
Again, it's Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
70, Timberwolves.
They run the option here on first and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Operating from the gun, Jennings. Out to the flat here for Johnson. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Go! Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
60 Bison. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Johnson. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Ready? Cougar Knights, Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete.
That was one they needed to connect on. They're down, but not quite out. So you have to figure, with under 2 minutes to play, they need to hit on something in very short order.
Here we go. 7 Pirates, 7, 18 Cardinals.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now.
Set.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Giddy up.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
60 Eagles. Trap 60. Trap 60.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
Well, this game's not done just yet. A big conversion there on 4th down and a big gainer as well. They're going to have to play perfect football from here and get all the breaks, but at least they're giving themselves a shot.
Here's 1st and goal.
Hey, up. Check out.
Williams is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Cowboys 11.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers, and now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Back to throw. And that's caught by Williams.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
It's 4th down.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Oh, they're changing this at the line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it.
First down, Pittsburgh.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for Pittsburgh, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well.